The male Baltimore Oriole returns to his breeding area in the north from the tropics first and starts singing his flute-like song to establish a territory. The female arrives later and joins the male in singing, sometimes as a duet. They prefer open woodlands, forest edges, riverbanks, and small groves of trees. They often sing from the tops of trees where their blazing orange breast attracts the eye. The male displays when courting by hopping around the female and spreading his wings to show off how orange his back is. She fans her tail, flutters her wings, and makes a chattering call. He also makes chattered calls. The female then chooses a nest site within the territory defended by her mate and builds a nest of fibers, including grass, grapevine bark, wool, horsehair, or twine, and fishing line. The nests are usually 3 to 4 inches deep and 2 to 3 inches wide, which bulges in the bottom where the eggs are laid. First she hangs long fibers over a small branch, then pokes her bill in and out as she weaves the fibers to make a sock-like hanging nest. Then she adds springy fibers to maintain the shape. Last, she adds downy fibers and feathers to cushion the eggs. This takes a week or possibly 2 if weather conditions are bad. She lays 3 to 7 eggs and incubates them for 11 to 14 days. The male will stay close and may feed her, but she does the incubation. Orioles defend areas near their nests only, and so sometimes you may see several orioles feeding near each other. Because she places her nest on a high branch, many times the foliage will hide it in the young. Both adults feed the young mostly insects, which are rich in proteins needed for growth, until they fledge. Then they add more and more fruit. They all fledge together within a few hours of each other. They fly short distances at first and will remain with their parents for a couple of weeks before joining other juveniles in flocks. Baltimore Orioles eat a wide variety of insects, including beetles, crickets, grasshoppers, moths, and flies, as well as spiders, snails, tent caterpillars, gypsy moth caterpillars, fall webworms, and spiny elm caterpillars. Baltimore Orioles like to eat fruit, but it seems they like the darkest of fruits like mulberries, cherries, and grapes. They don't eat green grapes and yellow cherries. They eat a lot of fruit and nectar in the fall because it supplies lots of energy for their migration. The way they eat fruit is unique. They'll poke their bill into the fruit, then open the bill to cut a section of the fruit and drink the juice with their brushy tongues. They're quite acrobatic while foraging, sometimes hanging upside down and fluttering to extend their reach in flowering trees and vines. Sometimes they're considered pests because they eat fruit used as crops. Baltimore Orioles feed on the high branches of trees looking for insects, flowers, and fruit. They will also snatch insects from the air. Young male Baltimore Orioles molt into bright orange plumage at around 1.5 years old. Females become deeper orange with each molt and can get almost as bright as males as they age. Baltimore Orioles are in the same family as blackbirds and meadowlarks, but get their name from the orange and black colors of the crest of England's Baltimore family. The name of the city of Baltimore also comes from that family.